The topics discussed and the information provided on this program is for general information. The hosts of this show are not medical professionals and are expressing their personal views and stories related to their individual lives. Their views are not intended to be used or taken as medical information. If you or a family member have suffered a traumatic brain injury, you should seek help from a practicing licensed physician.
We hope to help you. We want you to know that there's some life after the hurt.
Hi, Matt Duffin. That is Matt Duffin. And we're back again without my co-host. Mr. Whitaker has some family issues he's dealing with. Everything's good. Everything's real good. In the brain injured world, it's a good day. And I love good days. They don't come often. And you all understand what that's like. Don't try to explain it to somebody else, they won't. But without getting on a rant, maybe I'll save that for later. I got all my books. I got my rant books. But my rant books are trying to teach me to be nicer. And along that path, I met a very nice group of gentlemen the last couple of years through the Miracle League in Newcastle. With the Optimist Club, with the the Newcastle Breakfast Optimist Club, I got Mike Fisher. From the Hagerstown Optimist Evening Club, I got Everett Hampton. And my Miracle League director, Miss Cindy Brooks.
Hello.
From the Miracle League Optimist Club edition that we're starting. Mm-hmm. And Mike, I know you're a pro, and we'll get into the special day and all that stuff after a while, but maybe explain to the people a little about the Optimist. They may not even understand what the Optimist Club does. I know you guys are putting a lot of help into the disabled people in the Newcastle area, primarily. And there's other spots in the state, but you know, the drive and what kind of group and what kind of people do you get, do you looking for?
Well, primarily the Optimist is an international group, and we deal basically with children, and that was why it was formed, was to deal with Everett helped me with the
Friend of Juvenile.
Friend of Juvenile, or yeah. And then it was basically boys, and since then we've included all children of all ages. And recently, when we started being involved with the Miracle League, we've expanded it, and we're taking in all those that have cognitive and physical disabilities. And that was how we started the Special Day for Special People as well. But the Optimist International, like I said, it's an international group, and we reach out to all children of all ages and try to make their life a little bit better.
Is that more in a group or like individually? Do you pick out families in a community, or?
No, we try to find the need that is needed for children within a community. A lot of the groups are connected with sports, baseball, football, basketball. Within Newcastle, we cover all three of those elements. And we have 3 different clubs, and they kind of will specialize more into one type of program. Within the Breakfast Optimists, we do both baseball and football. And then the Evening Optimists take over the basketball group, and they do a basketball program. But we don't just specialize. We reach out to wherever the need is for children and try to fill that need.
And kind of mutually found. I know I've heard, Cindy, you helped her when she created our edition of the Miracle League in here in Indiana. In Newcastle, you had a lot of work to do with that.
Cindy was just getting started, and she was looking for some help to do some meals and things like that. And so there was a few of the Optimist people that got together, and the evening club had a couple that were dealing with those that had basically they were children that had she was working. What was Peggy working with at that point?
She worked in the school system in the special ed department.
Okay.
And she started Junior Optimist too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
Peggy did start a Junior Optimist program within the school system.
Peggy
White.
White.
Yeah, Peggy and Ray both were very involved at that point in the evening club.
Ray was my co-director before he passed away, and Peggy was our concessions and secretary. And both of them have passed, but we do honor them every year. And we have a field named after Ray, so that's how important they were to the Miracle League. But they were both Optimists also. So
The Optimist pushed your idea further.
they helped us a lot in the organization. I mean, I've never ran a baseball league in my life, and so with Mike's help and Lou Blattner and then the Whites, they really helped us to get organized and showed us this is how you need to do this and different things like that. They really helped us get to that next step.
Everett, how'd you get involved with it at that point?
Well, from the very beginning, Ray White and I and Peggy and Mike, but I snuck in with Ray and Peggy when they started playing 10 years ago. Ray asked me to come over and see what it was like. So I went over, and immediately I knew what was going to happen. It was strong at the beginning, but I knew it would get stronger, and that was my involvement as a start 10 years ago. And we've sponsored a team and a little more every year. And this year I joined the Miracle League group within the Newcastle Breakfast Club, and I enjoy the people. I enjoy the players. They're just so jovial and happy to play. It's something that just makes everybody happy. I don't see how you can't be happy if you go to a Miracle League game. There's no way.
The parents don't use it as a babysitter either. They don't
No.
leave their kids off and take off and go do something else and come back when the game's over. The parents are there and involved with it.
Right.
I
The
know it's
bleachers
what-
are normally pretty full, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Or sitting in a car. They sit in a car sometimes.
or they sit under their umbrella because
Yeah,
it's raining.
that's true. I remember standing under the tree with you.
We were all standing under the tree. Now, Everett has helped us a lot when we've needed bases, tees, baseball tees, equipment, all of those, things that are extra cost to us.
Right.
He would see those needs and would help us and take care of that for us. So we've been really blessed over the last 10 years to have this Optimist there with us and helping us to fulfill those, because without tees, a lot of our players wouldn't have that opportunity to be able to bat as easy. So he's always been there and helped us. Refrigerator, those things. That's the background things that a lot of people don't realize have helped us to step up and be closer to where we are now.
And we're not a super league. We don't have all this. Not a Colts organization by any stretch of the imagination. It's like your little league ballpark.
Yeah.
We try to have a little harder fields so the wheelchairs, but
Right.
these guys, they come out, and the Optimists, the men and the people, I guess that'd be girls too,
Yeah.
show, that'd be people, they show up for our ball games on Saturdays, or were trying to fight the rain. It don't rain all the time. We've had beautiful years. We ain't missed a
Yeah,
game.
right.
Sorry, I'm
that's
just
true.
I'm still a little bogus on the. I'm a
This year.
baseball guy. I'm not into the rain part. You guys, like I say, you guys, it's almost like a meeting there sometimes. There's so many of you friends sitting around talking, seeing what the guys teams need. You know, like simple things like, you know, I got us a bunch of little baseballs I found at Able last year. People, when they're going by Goodwill or something, if you see a bat in there, pick it up for $1 and donate it to us. We'll use it for years. Simple things like that that you guys are taking care of. And one of the strong things, I'll switch gears real quick, because I discovered it 3 years ago myself. They wanted me to go up and you wanted me to go up and be involved in a special day for special people. And you made me feel so special that day because the glamour I saw in these people's heads. These people, these disabled people like me. It was just our own party.
Yeah.
Our own little fair. You know, with little twists and turns, but our own little fair, our own little walkway. And you guys brought that to Henry County, I guess Newcastle Evening Optimist Club morning. Breakfast Club. I'm a morning guy, Navy. So we didn't do breakfast. We just got up in the morning. But yeah, the Breakfast Club, because they'll actually eat and have dinners at these places, and lunches, and
Yeah. For the meetings.
yeah, for the meetings. Let me get to that part. Remember, but where was I?
Special day for special people.
Special day
There
for,
you go.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Special day for special people. It's in the park, same park we play baseball in, but it's a nice little park in Newcastle. It's our own little fair, if you will. Own little certain little games that people put together and we'll play, or like at a fair. Balloons everywhere, free stuff.
DJs.
Oh, well, we always got music.
Right.
Music or little animals, stuff for kids to get. And they get them, and they're so happy. Their brother and sister didn't shoot a basket to win it, and he's got the big trophy. They won it.
Right.
You know, look here, big boy. You know, the joy that in this special, I see how that. I want to thank you guys so much for all the work and effort on that. But there's 92 counties in Indiana, and I believe you told me 3 of them are involved in this.
3, yes.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Hey, there's people in Crawford County as well as Franklin County as well as Marion County that have disabilities that should be uniting in some part. And the Optimist Club, that's one of your guys' goals, what you do all the time from what I understand.
That program is growing. We, like you said, there's 3 right now. We look for another one to be added next year. And as more Optimist clubs learn about this, I think we're going to be expanding that program within Indiana.
Good. Because fair, you can call it, I'm an old guy. Fair in my old days, they call them little festivals, town festivals now. Just, you don't have to buy nothing, it ain't like that.
Yeah.
We're not money people. We're all on disability income, most of us. Some of us got awards, I suppose, and they happen to live off of those. I mean, it's a basic life. And you guys give us so much more brightness from it. I believe I heard that earlier today.
Yes,
You
you
was right.
did, yeah.
That's good.
That particular program is expanded not only to the individual that has the disability, but it also includes his entire family or caregivers. Brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. They can all come out and they're all treated the same. They're invited to participate in anything that we might have, free gifts, whatever.
Well, good deal, because I know the music. Well, getting back to the music part, and we always got
DJ.
music involved with the Miracle League. That's just going to be part of the Miracle
Yeah.
League Optimist Club, I guess.
Yeah.
These people have so much fun just dancing. Like,
Yep.
we get together, we have dance night on the field. It's got a special name. What's that? Before our season
Dancing on the
starts.
Diamonds.
Dancing on the Diamond. the night before our season starts, and we all get together, get our uniforms, meet everybody, every team, have a little munch. It's really cool. And these guys are just going nuts dancing, man. They just love to dance. You know, some of them don't have people to dance with. Certainly people that's disabled, like, you know, myself. I can't dance with normal people. I look too funny. I look too funny dancing anyway, but, you know, things like that bring out prosperity in people. And you guys do such a wonderful job on that. I know we should be flashing videos, or not videos, but lines with your information to get a hold of you guys, and well, actually all three, and the leagues and the groups. Join them. What else? I mean, you know, okay, if you're working and got 5 kids and you're busting your butt all day long, that's not legal. You know, you don't have time for that so much. But as you get a little older in life and your kids are raised, and you have time to share things that you wanted probably shared to you all your life while you was working hard and having your children raised. And that's what, you know, pay back.
Because these groups make a huge difference in the community. You know, Newcastle has 3 Optimist groups, and each one of them, like he said, does specific things. It's not just sports related the things that they do. There's things throughout the whole year that they are involved in, where they help out at they do breakfast at the sheriff's camps. They do, you know, so those types of things are touching multiple children throughout, you know, and that's what, when you think about an Optimist, that's these groups, they're touching the future. So that's another great thing for them to be to volunteer, that you can be a part of that. And their meetings are a lot of fun. The breakfast Optimists, you know, I've been there several times. They have the best time. I've been to some other ones, and they have a good time too, but for whatever reason, I don't know if we just have a lot of funny people there, they have a great time. But I think all meetings are pretty much ran kind of the same kind of structure and features, and it teaches you a lot of good things. They have a saying that they do at the end of their meetings, and it is a positive thing. I carry it in my wallet. There are some days you think, and you can read that, and it will change your whole thought process. And that's really what being an Optimist is about, is being optimistic about everything that's going on. And that's why, if you can join it wherever you're at, most towns or counties have here we have one from Hagerstown that you can be a part of, and I'm sure Richmond or wherever this broadcast, something to look into. Definitely is.
The thing is, what she was saying about our creed. The Optimist creed is a very positive aspect, and it has different verses in it that just does nothing but reek with positiveness.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, and it's called Promise Yourself. And everything you say, you're promising yourself that you're going to do it, think it, work it. Okay? And of course, our international motto is Friend of Youth. And that's what we do. I mean, like, I know that I've visited every Newcastle club, the Blue River Club. All 5 of us are in Zone 9. And the clubs are fantastic. We all do our own thing. I don't think anybody does what the Breakfast Club does. Well, we do, because we do Special Day for Special People, and we do the Miracle League, and the others do too. But we do our own thing. We have scholarships. They have scholarships. We do oratorical contests. They do Those are Optimist International contests. But we have community things too that we do. Like we do Read Across America, where we furnish a book for every student in the elementary school every year. And that's one of our big things. And I think every club has what they call a big thing, a big project. And I don't think you can beat the group. The thing is, when you're not in the Optimist Club, no matter where it is, you're going to meet people that think just the way you think.
The way I think?
If you're an optimist.
If you're an optimist. Positive.
Yes.
If you're an optimist.
Well, I am. I guess everybody got to think the way I do now.
See, but you're thinking about helping people and kids, mainly kids.
Right.
Because what what do they need nowadays?
Right.
They need role models, don't they?
They need support in many
Guidance.
directions.
You bet.
And the positivity is always support.
You bet. And that's what
I don't care
all
if
the
you're-
Optimist clubs preach. Oh, well, they don't preach it, but we hopefully exhume it,
Right.
just by our actions.
I mean, there's not much negative positivity in this world.
No, there isn't. Not enough positivity,
No.
actually.
People
period.
battle back and forth over, and
Little
both arguments are pretty
Areas.
positive, really, if you just slow down and listen to the, Again, that's one of the schools I just went to. Everybody would love to be involved with that. I went to learning how to communicate after brain injury. Hey, 10 years, I'm still into it. But, I sit down with 5 neurosurgeons, doctors, psychologists. It was amazing. And all they preach is positivity. In recovering. The negative aspects, back away from it, get away from it, because that's not growing your mind right. And I want people to understand that going through your recovery early on, negativity does you no good at all. It's not even a learning process. You just know that's a no. Just like when you was a little boy. Mom said, don't hit your head. Well, I kind of missed that story, but, there's negativity. And these guys are all about positive things. And I really, really appreciate you being on. And anything you guys would like to say, we got a few minutes. Mike?
Just like to point out that the Special Days for Special People is supported by all 5 Optimist clubs, the Blue River, the Hagerstown, and the 3 clubs in Newcastle.
So it's not a county
so-
thing.
No. Actually, we're doing Henry County, and we've also reached out into Wayne County. So both counties right now are involved, and we'll probably reach out to others if we can get the information to them.
Yeah, if I could ever find, maybe we could work on some in the future. I could probably get involved in the Western
Okay.
Wayne area anyway.
That'd be fantastic.
I don't think Cambridge City has an Optimist of any sort. But
No, they used to.
Yeah,
They used
when I
to.
was a kid.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to add, Everett?
I just think that you can't be a member of any better organization as far as civic organization than what the Optimist Club does. All of us, I think we're so committed to our community and our children that we have to keep going. And it's just something that I would hope that people would talk about. Richmond does have an Optimist Club. It's the Richmond Evening Optimist Club. And they're working hard to get settled in and everything. So they need some people to help them to get started over again. But they're the ones that sponsor all the sports, the baseball, the volleyball down at that area. But they are willing and want to grow and get better.
Cindy, would you like to say anything else?
Sure.
I know.
The Optimist, the Newcastle Miracle League is now part of the Optimist. The Breakfast Optimist is our main club. So if anybody is interested in being a part of our league or our Optimist group, they can also find that information on our Facebook page, and we'd love to take in more members to our Optimist group also, and help us to be able to grow our Miracle League. So they're welcome to do that.
I'm still adored. I appreciate you guys coming over so much today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know it's close to Christmas.
Oops.
I didn't wear my hat, but the things you guys spark and unite, and I'm sure I'll be visualizing that through the Miracle League as it grows. But just from the Special Day for Special People, where has this been in America all of its life? This is not church funded. This is not there's no religion. You can be any religion you want in the same organization. You can be, it's not ethnic. It's just a group of people that want to help. You know, politics, no. It just wants to help. And that's what we need. I think.
Yes.
I'm running out of seconds, but I'm not quite out. Oh, wait out. 10 seconds, 9, 8.
I would invite you to join, or not join, but visit our club
Yep.
in Hagerstown. We meet at Lumpy's North in Hagerstown
When?
tomorrow night. The second and fourth Thursday at
Okay.
6:30. I would invite you to come and visit.
Anyone else that wants to go?
Anybody, yeah. Anybody that wants to.
Well, somebody'd have to take me. It's still, I saw my neurologist day before yesterday, but he still won't let me drive.
Well,
You get a free meal.
Maybe it's worth walking.
All visitors, right, Mike?
Yeah, yeah. All
And
clubs.
they do
yeah.
at the breakfast too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the clubs do, I think.
Yeah, all of them do.
The topics discussed and the information provided on this program is for general information. The hosts of this show are not medical professionals and are expressing their personal views and stories related to their individual lives. Their views are not intended to be used or taken as medical information. If you or a family member have suffered a traumatic brain injury, you should seek help from a practicing licensed physician.